In the year of our Lord 452, a shadow fell over the heart of the Western world. Rome, once the eternal city, the master of all it surveyed, now trembled on the brink of annihilation. Its legions, once the pride of the empire, were scattered and broken. Its people, gripped by a primal fear, looked to the horizon where a storm of men had gathered, a force of nature given human form. They were the Huns, and their leader was a name whispered in terror from the Rhine to the Danube, Attila, the scourge of God. For years, his horde had swept across Europe, a tide of fire and steel that left only ruin in its wake. Cities burned, armies fell, and entire kingdoms were erased from the map. Now, having ravaged northern Italy, Attila stood at the gates of Rome itself. The city lay open, defenseless, its wealth and its very soul ripe for the taking. The Emperor Valentinian III had fled, leaving his people to a fate they believed was sealed. In this darkest hour, when all hope seemed lost, one man dared to stand against the storm. He was not a warrior, nor a king, but an elderly bishop, Pope Leo I. While the Roman military faltered, Leo embarked on a mission many considered suicide. Accompanied by only a small delegation of priests and officials, he rode out from the city walls armed not with swords or shields, but with the weight of faith and the power of his conviction. Imagine the scene, a desolate landscape scarred by the recent passage of the Hunnic army. On one side, a small group of clerics in simple robes moving slowly across the ravaged earth. On the other, an ocean of warriors, thousands upon thousands of the most feared horsemen the world had ever known. Sitting motionless on their steeds, a silent, menacing forest of steel and leather. Their faces, weathered by endless campaigns and marked with ritual scars, were impassive masks of violence. Their banners, bearing symbols of predators and mythic beasts, flapped ominously in the wind. And at their center, seated upon a powerful black warhorse, was the king of this terrifying nation, Attila, a man whose very name was synonymous with destruction. History does not record the exact words that were exchanged on that fateful day at the Mincio River. The moment has become the stuff of legend. As the two men met, the Pope, venerable and unarmed, faced the warlord in his prime. Did Leo appeal to Attila's superstition? Did he offer a vast tribute of gold, a ransom for the city of Rome? Or did he speak of a higher power, of a divine judgment that even the scourge of God could not escape? Some accounts claim heavenly figures appeared beside the Pope, terrifying the Hunnic king into submission. Whatever was said, whatever transpired in that tense meeting, the result was nothing short of a miracle. Attila, the man who had brought empires to their knees, who had never before been turned from a prize, listened. He looked at the elderly Pope, then gazed toward the distant silhouette of Rome. The greatest prize of all was within his grasp. A word from him, a single gesture, and his horde would descend upon the city, and Rome would be no more. But the word never came. Instead, in an act that has baffled historians for centuries, Attila the Hun turned his horse around. He gave the signal for retreat. Without a single battle, without a sword being drawn, the great Hunnic army began to withdraw. The dark wave receded. The storm passed. Rome was saved. The meeting of Pope Leo and Attila remains one of history's most profound mysteries. It was a confrontation not of armies, but of worlds. A clash between the dying embers of the classical age and the brutal force that would shape the medieval one. It demonstrated that sometimes the course of history is not changed by the force of arms, but by the courage of a single voice and a moment of inexplicable grace. A pope who saved his city, and a warlord who, for reasons we will never truly know, chose mercy over conquest. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the past compelling, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the crossroads of history.